2. Have you ever felt like you're screaming, but no sound comes out? That's what the end felt like for me. Some endings don't come with shouting matches or slammed doors. They come with a profound, deafening silence. I'm Clara, and this is the story of the day. I finally walked away from the life I built for someone who never saw my worth. It's a story about reclaiming your voice, even when you feel like you've lost it forever. It wasn't always bad. In fact, for a long time, it was perfect. At least, that's what everyone saw. We were that couple people envied, the ones with the perfectly filtered smiles in photos, the easy laughter at dinner parties. We had the house, the dog, the shared dreams. But behind the perfect facade, behind the smiles I practiced in the mirror, there were cracks. Tiny fractures at first, then growing fissures that threatened to swallow me whole. Cracks he filled not with reassurance or love, but with excuses. And eventually, with someone else's attention. The crazy thing is, you get used to the cracks. You learn to walk around them, to pretend they aren't there. You tell yourself it's normal, that all relationships have their issues. But the truth is, a foundation built on lies can never hold. The night my world finally shattered. It wasn't dramatic. There was no confrontation, no catching him in the act. It was just a single illuminated notification on his phone, left face up on the counter. A message from a name I didn't recognize, a hotel name, a time, a heart emoji. That's all it took. 3 simple things that dismantled a decade of my life. The air left my lungs. My world didn't just tilt. It spun off its axis, and in that silent, sickening moment, I knew. I knew everything. When I found my voice hours later and asked him, he didn't confess, didn't apologize. He laughed. A cold, dismissive laugh that made my blood run cold. He called me paranoid, overdramatic. He said I was imagining things. Then came the words that he'd used as a weapon for years, the ones designed to keep me small, to keep me trapped. He said, "No one else would ever love you the way I do." And in that moment, something inside me clicked. Who's right? No one else would love me like that. Because what he was giving me, that wasn't love, it was control. It was a cage with a pretty view. He told me I wouldn't survive without him. He painted a picture of me, pathetic and alone, crawling back in a week, begging for him to take me back. He underestimated me. He mistook my kindness for weakness and my patience for permission. That night, I packed a single bag, my hands shaking but my resolve firm. I walked out the door of the house we had built together, into the cold night air, and I never, ever looked back. The first few weeks were brutal. I won't lie and say it was an easy, triumphant escape. At first it hurt to breathe. Every corner of the house I was subletting whispered his name. Every song on the radio felt like a cruel joke. The loneliness was a physical weight, pressing down on me. I cried for the life I thought I had, for the man I thought I loved. But pain has a funny way of becoming purpose. It hollows you out, and it's up to you what you fill that space with. I chose to fill it with me. Slowly, piece by piece, I started building a new life. A life that was truly my own. I poured my energy into my career and got that promotion I'd been putting off. I found a small apartment that felt like a sanctuary, not a showroom, and I painted the walls a bright, sunny yellow. I reconnected with friends I'd let drift away. I started hiking, something he always called boring. With every new step, with every new choice made just for me, I felt a piece of myself returning. The silence that once felt deafening was now filled with my own laughter, my own music, my own thoughts. I was becoming myself again, or maybe, for the very first time. Months later, our paths crossed. It was at a downtown cafe, holiday. I was meeting a friend, laughing, feeling the sun on my face. He was there, watching from a distance. And I saw it in his eyes, confusion. He was looking for the broken, weeping woman he'd left behind, the one he was so sure would fall apart without him. But she wasn't there. In her place was someone vibrant, confident, and complete. Someone stronger than he could ever imagine. He used to laugh at my dreams. Now, he just watches me live them. Sometimes, the most powerful statement you can make is to simply walk away. Your silence, your absence, your success that becomes the response. It's not about revenge in the traditional sense. It's about proving to yourself that your worth was never tied to their approval. It's the loudest, most beautiful form of victory. If you're in that silent place right now, feeling unseen and unheard, please know this: your story isn't over. The moment you decide to walk away is the moment you start writing your own, much better ending. Thank you so much for listening to my story. If this resonated with you, please give this video a like and consider subscribing to my channel. Let's continue to support each other and build lives that we are truly proud of. See you in the next one.